Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. There is no doubt that the Almighty God subjects us to all kinds of examinations regarding the ghaib, the occultation of the Imam of the time, alayhi salatu wasalam, in order to distinguish the righteous ones from the sinful. This is not something new. Before this, the Almighty God has taken the examination of all the previous nations and also those who would come in future, as the Holy Quran says. One of the greatest examination of a believer is when he sees the vicious and evil people who are living in style and splendor, while the righteous have to undergo the difficulties and poverty, and no one pays attention to them. When people ridicule them and make fun of their belief with regard to the ghaib of the Imam. And this causes a contradiction of reason and desire. Carnal desires command us to follow falsehood and spend our lives in enjoyment, while reason advises us to be patient in the difficulties and to bear their falsification. It's mentioned among the advices of al-Imam as-Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam that a servant will not be a faithful believer before he learns three characteristics. One from the Almighty God, one from the Holy Prophet, and one from the Imam. The characteristic that he should learn from the Almighty God is the concealment of secrets. The characteristic that he should learn from the Holy Prophet is that he should treat people courteously. And the characteristic that he should learn from the Imam is to be steadfast against the situations of misfortunes and crisis until relief comes about. Dear brothers and sisters, there are some types of patience during the occultation of the Imam of the time, alayhi salatu wasalam, that we should adhere to. For example, patience on the prolongation of occultation of the Imam of the time, alayhi salam. Impatience in this matter may lead to doubts. Or patience of a believer on the ridicule of people, their rejection, etc. And also patience on different calamities and hardships that may befall a believer. Therefore, dear brothers and sisters, we should ask the Almighty God for tawfiq of being patient during the time of ghaib. And we should also enjoin people to patience during the time of the occultation of the Imam. It means that we should explain to our near and dear ones the virtues of being patient in bearing the difficulties during the time of ghaib, so that they may not despair due to its prolongation. May the Almighty God bestow you and us faith, patience, and hope. And may God hasten the reappearance of our dear Imam. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.